we're going to get to the Lukaku slander because Bash and I have mutual respect when it comes to assessing Geodude.
Me and ST will defend Lukaku.
ST's not defending Lukaku.
Not today. No. I mean, listen. No.
Hey, Lukaku has no. ST, I'm trying to sign you. Man's trying to leave me in the dark. Man trying to.
Listen, I don't want to be signed to your club. Your Lukaku club is an.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got the man them here, the truth, and ST with me. How are you doing, people?
What's going on, man?
Oh, good to know that. And people, as you can see, our special guest is in the building, obviously taking time out from his cooking show. We have Mr. Rash in the building.
Italian food today. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
Oh, is it? Rash is in the building. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, boys. I'm good. I've missed you lot. It's been a while. It's been a freaking hot minute. But yeah, I'm ready. I've come prepared to talk about my boys because they need some representation in this poddy.
Yes, finally. Finally.
What, Lukaku fan club, yeah?
Yes, we can finally. The king of the Lukaku fan club is here.
What, you?
Huh? Hey, I'm not even his biggest fan.
That's a lie.
That's such a lie. Even ST knows this. Now, listen, we got a lot of things to obviously talk about, especially with the team, not just Chelsea. Things are going on with United, with Arsenal, even Villa.
Are we talking transfers?
Yeah, talking
next week.
Or therefore lack of.
That's next week.
Yeah, but
what?
We could even touch on tennis if you guys want, but yeah.
This is Footie Chat. That's the name of the show, Footie Chat. So
yeah, we'll stay to the topic. So
we'll stay with football, but as usual, it's a pleasure to have you on, Rash. You need to don't be a stranger, bro. You need to be on more often, bro, because we love to get your insight and we need someone other representation because it kind of does get boring just United and Arsenal all the time. We need someone that's going to be biased to their club. So having you here to talk about Chelsea is always a pleasure. But as usual, people, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, all that good stuff. As I say all the time, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. So obviously, there's no better place to start than with Chelsea coming off a 2-0 win before this winter break against Tottenham. Rash, for you, right? It's a bit of a weird one with Chelsea at the moment, but I just want to hear it from the horse's mouth. How do you assess your season so far?
It's a bit of a tough one because we've got a lot of injuries and COVID happened to a lot of the players. So looking at it looking from the outside in, you can say, we haven't had a great season. Because Lukaku's come in, obviously he got COVID, he got his injury. So I can't say that we've had a great season, but for the players that we've had out, especially Chilwell and Reece James being out for a while, the players that we've had out, we're still third, right? Mm-hmm. But we're third, but it's been lucky. Again, like, against Brighton, they were all over us, man. They should have beaten us in that game. And we had one, it did 1-1, right? And it is weird. Like, it's like we play well against the bigger teams. Like, you've seen us against Spurs. And we absolutely, just Spurs, we played them off the park each game. I mean, we struggle against teams like Watford and Brighton. Like, it's the same old story because that's what happened under Frank as well. And it's happened to managers prior to that. Like, we always put in a performance against the Uniteds, the Cities, the Liverpools especially. But when it comes to us playing the smaller teams like the Burnleys, we end up like drawing or losing, or them getting a weird goal in the last minute. And I can sit here and complain about the team morale and like how players they're kind of like revolting maybe on Tuchel. Some people are not like to play in their positions that they're playing in. Like Pasilic has come out today and he's turned around and he's spoke out about how he's a bit unhappy playing in another position that he doesn't want to play in. But on the flip side, he said, well, actually, I'm glad I've played in these other positions because it's helped me understand the game a bit more. So it's helped me evolve as a player, which I guess is a double-edged sword. He's kind of saying a negative thing, but saying a good thing, because I guess he doesn't want to fall in that Lukaku trap, which Lukaku's obviously fallen in now. And you could see it. I mean, like he won't ever win the fans back. To be honest, if Lukaku turned around and banged 20 goals from now until the end of the season, I guess some fickle fans might turn and be like, you know what? Yeah, okay, fair enough. He's trying, but I reckon it's a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. I don't think he'll be here for long. I reckon I'll give him this season. He'll stay, possibly stay. I give him next season, then he'll be gone. You go back to Inter or something on like a loan deal, and they buy him for like 30 million or something.
I mean, we're going to get to the Lukaku slander because Bash and I have mutual respect when it comes to assessing Geo dudes.
Me and ST will defend Lukaku.
ST's not defending Lukaku. The ST's
not today. No. I mean, like, listen, no.
Hey,
Lukaku has no.
ST, I'm trying to sign you. Man's trying to leave me in the dark. I'm trying to.
Listen, I don't want to be signed to your club. Your club, the Lukaku club. Is an illegal club. I'll be down with that.
Man's trying to do some Vlahovic me, man. Flipping it.
But Rash, look. Since the West Ham loss, you lot have been on this weird run. So, including the West Ham, the last 9 fixtures in the Premier League, discount all the everything outside of the Premier League, it's been 3 wins, 2 losses, 5 draws.
Yeah.
Right. It's not really championship form.
No.
What the one thing I can say with Chelsea when I watch them is I very rarely look at you lot and think you're going to concede more than 1 goal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think you lot are going to score more than 1 goal. So where is the disparity here? Is it a case of Tuchel being too defensive and not allowing your front players to do as they wish, or are the front players still just not good enough to get the job done?
I think it's probably a combination of both. I kind of feel like because of the players that we've got out, like with Chilwell and James, I think they both of them bring so much to the team. And so much to the team that you got to think and you got to look, oh, okay, who have we got in those 2 positions as backup, Azpilicueta and Alonso? And I love those 2 players to the bottom of my heart. I really, really do, especially Azpili, because that guy gives 110% no matter what, yeah? And those players in the formation that we've got right now doesn't work. And I think when Tuchel reverted to a 4-3-3 against Spurs in the first leg of the Carling Cup, it worked really well. And I don't know if it's Tuchel or if it's just the players. I don't know why he just doesn't revert back to the 4-3-3, because I think it actually does work, especially with the players that we've got, because we don't have wing backs at the moment who can cover that much ground. I know we can play like Cho, like right wing back, that can work, but like we don't have an out and out left wing back. And I think that's why we brought Kennedy back in now, because he's played in that position before. So I think we're going to get some work out of him. So I think, like, hopefully that'll work. But then we're considering of buying the other player from Derby, that left back, whatever his name, Williams or whatever his name was. I've heard good things, but I haven't seen the dude play. He's only 18, so he's going to be really raw. And it depends if he can step up straight away, if you chuck him in there. And if he just capitulates and just crumbles, and that's his career done, you know what I mean? So I don't know, bruv. I don't really know right now. But for me, this isn't championship material. You can see the players at Labour, they look tired. And I'm not going to blame it on like, yeah, they've had Corona. Everyone's had Corona, right? But like, you look at teams at like Southampton, for example, they go out there and put a fucking decent performance in and they play some good football, you know? I don't see us playing any good football at the moment. it's triangular. It's very triangular. If you look at the way we play, it's like we're in boxes. It's like here, all right, chuck the long ball up to Lukaku, and hopefully he can stick to him and then bring players in.
Which doesn't happen very often.
No, I'm watching us play, especially against City, right? That's all we kept trying doing. We tried to feed Lukaku, and Laporte just had him in his pocket, bro. Laporte, they didn't even play Diaz, you know? They fucking...
Yeah, it tends to happen. I mean, most teams that are fourth and above, their centre-backs tend to have him in their pocket. So, you know, it's no surprise. We've seen it over the amount of years.
Look, you guys know my feelings of Lukaku, right?
The people don't. Tell the people your feelings.
Yeah, let's hear your feelings on the goals.
So I'm going to bring it back to when we signed Lukaku, right, boys? Remember when we signed Lukaku, how gassed you all were, right?
No, don't include me.
No,
Joy.
Oh no. No.
Everyone to the title was coming home.
ST was semi-gassed, right? You were like more gassed than everyone. You became a Chelsea fan, bruv.
No government names.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what happened, right? Everyone was so gassed, yeah? And then it came to it. What did I say? I said, I give you lot 15 plus goals in the league. And if he doesn't get there, I'd expect a written apology from all of you.
I thought he'd do better than. I thought he'd actually do a lot. I wouldn't say a lot better, but I thought he'd be doing better than he. I know. I did say that his touch wasn't great. That his link up play had improved.
No.
But I think what's happening now is that someone just needs to tell him, like, he's a bit gassed, isn't he? Like, you can tell.
He's overly gassed.
Overly gassed.
Wait, hold on.
Can I finish?
Why can't he be gassed? Okay, fine, go.
Can I finish? Yeah. So I said to all you lot about the 15 goals. Yeah, he needs to do. He needs to do 15 goals. And then if he doesn't, you lot will give me that written apology. Now we've got it recorded. Now I'm here saying it. Yeah? How many goals has the man got?
5. He's only 10 away.
In the league. No. He's 11 away. Yeah, if he's at 15 plus.
No, 15 or more. No one says more than 15. You might as well just say 16 then.
All right, he's not
10 away. He's 10 away.
15 or more.
15, but yeah, that's fine. I'll give you 15. 15 or more then.
I believe.
Look. I'm not going to come here and be like, I wasn't semi-excited. Maybe like 10% excited because he did come with good form coming in from Inter. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he did come in very good form. So I thought, you know what? Okay, maybe he's here to prove us all wrong. But 90% of me knew the flipping truth. And that 10% of hope, I tried to cling on to that 10%. When he got those 2 goals against Villa, I was like, yo, especially the second goal. I was like, all right. We might do something. I might get shown up. I might have to write an apology to all the boys, sign it and everything. But ever since then, the man scored another goal against Villa, and that's it.
All right, listen, it's facts.
It's straight up facts. I'm not sitting there lying. Like, the dude can sit there and moan and cry about his position and like, whatever.
Can we have the real truth now? Can I retort?
Yeah, of course. Go on.
So the real truth is that he was burnt out. At the start, he was burnt out. Tuchel said himself. Then he got an injury, and that was a fatigue injury. We all know those muscle injuries, they are fatigue injuries. Yep. And he got it. And then he got COVID, so he was out for a while. And then it just coincided with, and I always say this about, TJ know I said this last year, this year, you know what I think about 3 at the back. It is not a long-term formation. And I know you're missing your 2 wing backs. And I know it is important. But regardless, even if they had them, your defenders would still be getting your goals. Reece James and Chilwell will still be your main contributors. Because 3 at the back is not a long-term formation. Because teams slowly start to say, you know what? You got 3 at the back. You got 1 less attacker. Try break us down. And when they get more solid at the back and it's harder for you guys to break them down, it's easier for them to go forward. because there's one less attacker. Obviously, without Reece James Chilwell now, it's coming to a head how weak. And this is why Tuchel, credit to him, because he's not known for changing stuff, but credit to him, he's tried to change it. He's tried to do little tweaks because he knows that going forward, Chelsea playing free at the back of the problem. Now,
yeah, I agree.
With Lukaku,
you see it in that counter attack, right? You see it when players sit deep against us and they try hitting us. It happens,
and they're comfortable
more often. Yeah.
And Lukaku, let's go to the stats, because I've got the stats here. I said, let's bring up the stats.
5 goals.
This guy has 5 goals. Okay. He has 1.8 shots a game. That for a striker is awful. That is telling me straight away.
He should be clinical.
That is, fam. Who ST is a striker.
Okay,
ST, are you eating at 1.8 goals a game? Are you eating?
No, I wouldn't say that. But I will also say, I get it. Like, the system is not conducive. I was going to make that point. Chelsea is a bit similar to Liverpool. They don't have that consistent creator, the one that keeps the game ticking. And I think that's a bit to do with Tuchel's system. I mean, I give him credit. He's a good manager, but I think I said it last week or the week before. The German system is quite flawed in the sense that they rely on effective counter attack and stuff like that.
They do,
They don't monopolize possession.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think Lukaku's eating as much as he should be, and I don't think they have the players to create as much chances for him. However, simple things like controlling the ball, helping your teammates, bringing in people into play, he's not doing that. I'd understand, fair enough, strikers go through droughts, but Lukaku's not helping himself. Like, you're big, you should have at least a good touch to bring your teammates into play and then try and monopolize possession from there. But the issue is when the ball is fired to Lukaku and it's directly to his feet, it's not sticking. And I can see why Chelsea fans are getting.
But does he want that though?
No,
yes,
he doesn't,
does.
because he's not that type of striker.
He's not that type of striker.
And I understand that he's not that type of striker. He wants to run onto things.
A lot of the goals he scored for Inter, you saw last year, he was running onto the ball.
And unfortunately, this is what I'm saying. In Serie A, a lot of teams have now become obsessed with the Spanish way of playing, or in the German way of playing with high lines. So he was getting in behind. The Premier League is probably the only league that hasn't become obsessed. Because if you look at in all the European leagues, even their small teams have a high line. Premier League don't. So it's one of them ones where I get it. I'm not defending him because Gio is rubbish. But what I get it, he can't play the way how he wants to play. Yeah. But Gio Dude has been in the Premier League long enough to know that. And his game hasn't adapted since from West Brom all the way to now. His game still hasn't adapted. And I think what I would say is that teams have probably gotten even more defensive as time has gone on. And he hasn't adapted his game. So unfortunately for him, he can't eat as much as he want to. But 1.8 in all serious. That's not, you can't eat.
That's not good. It's not good.
That's bro. Not even R9 in his prime.
The thing is though, you're sorry, Truth. You're a believer, of effort in a game, So you look at players and you can see how much effort they're putting in. Maybe like closing down, applying pressure, even just getting into space. I know for a fact. I know Lukaku does get into space. I've seen it. I've seen man go make runs and he's not getting the ball delivered to him. It does happen, but I don't see him like even just coming. Like he doesn't do enough for me. Like he does make these runs. I'm not going to say he doesn't because he does, and I've seen it, but it's just not enough for me. If I'm looking at a player like if I was to pick a five-a-side team on the amount of effort between Lukaku and Werner, I'd pick Werner.
Of course,
I'd pick Werner because he would just give me more legs all over the pitch. Where I know Lukaku, maybe we could just sit there and maybe we could ping the ball off it, but we'd have to work around him.
But this is the thing. This is why it's such a mismatch. And I agree with you. I don't believe it was a Tuchel signing.
Yeah,
no,
I don't think Tuchel wanted Lukaku.
He wanted Haaland.
You can tell.
Of course.
I don't know if he wanted Haaland.
He did.
He could want Haaland, but there's no way he was getting him.
But this is the thing. He wanted Haaland, but basically, I think Roman and Tuchel realized that he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So, and then Lukaku just became available. So they just went with Lukaku instead.
Yeah, because
was
he
like
hasn't switched his formation to suit Lukaku. And in terms of effort, as you said, I'm a huge proprietor of effort. I love players giving 100%, but also I know a player's skill set. Lukaku can't be the person to chase and run because he's a big guy.
He's not that player.
Big guy, you can't waste your energy on quick bursts. Your energy has to be done running the channels. You can't be closing down players. So I understand it in that regards. And it's just at the moment, it is a mismatch. The only way you're going to get the best out of him right now is by giving him a striker to support him. And you know what? I would like to, well, not I would like to see, but if I was a Chelsea fan, I would love to see what you guys did at the start of the season where Havertz was playing in and around him.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
In and around him.
To be honest, I think that's how we wanted it to stick, but I guess because...
What's happened to Havertz, though?
He got corona twice, and then now he's got a broken finger.
Like, I think that Havertz, bro, I really don't want to see Havertz fail because I think he's such a talent. I really do.
When he's on it, you can see it. You can see the boy's he's got sauce about him, and to be honest, he's still very young. So
yeah, he is.
He's still got plenty of years in him. And that boy,
but he has to play now. He has to play because he's the type of player where if he doesn't play, he's just gonna become like
demoralized.
Martial. There's a lot of these players like that don't have the mentality to go out and take the game by the scruff of their neck, or be like, oh, I'm gonna force myself. I'm gonna play. I'm going to give you 8 out of 10 every single game, regardless if I week in, week out or not.
The thing is, like, you can, I don't want to say bad about Havertz, but because he still is quite young, but you can see, like, he's not a big, like, I don't know. There's
personality.
It just
he's not a big personality.
I think he's very quiet. I can tell. I think he's very shy.
Yeah.
I think he's very shy. I don't think he's one of those players.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think as a young player, you kind of need to be a voice.
Unfortunately, in fact, it's not like it's a bad thing because 99% of the player base are like that now. They just don't have the mentality of the granddads that we know. Like that generation is done. You had, I know I like use them as an example, but yeah, David Dunn trying Ramonas because even though he flopped, he tried it because that's what these guys were made of. Players like McFadden, Damien Duff. You look at them.
Them were ballers,
Exactly,
Damien Duff was a baller.
Damien Duff is one of our legends.
Man, like Robbie Keane and them.
Robbie Keane, ballers. All of these guys were ballers. Even though you look at them, you be like, these guys are probably stiff on the dance floor. They'll done a man on the pitch.
I'm telling you.
That's down to mentality, man. And like, unfortunately, these young players don't have it. Don't have that.
It's true, and unfortunately,
it's a new breed of player. You look at. Remember, like, it's not even that long ago. Like,
no, it isn't.
How can football just switch?
Bro,
it's because of this. It's
generation
it's social media, bro. It's social
generation Z, bro, and this social
everything
media.
Is always
Everything
is always
this PC universe, bro. That's censoring all our good chat, bro.
Yeah.
but Rash, listen, on a real, is Tuchel under pressure?
Yes.
Would Roman really, if let me just throw something up. Obviously, you lot go to the Club World Cup. If you don't win the Club World Cup, if you don't win a trophy this season, and you only get third, would he be close to being sacked?
No.
Just only finishing third with no silverware.
Potentially. I've seen man get sacked for better.
No. Look, he's got money in the bank. That Champions League is money in the bank.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I thought that about Di Matteo as well, and he was gone 2 weeks after, basically. So
no, but Di Matteo was doing horrible in the league. You guys were.
Yeah, and we got Champions League.
You guys might not finish top 4. If he doesn't finish top 4.
Oh no, but that's guaranteed.
He doesn't finish top 4, and even if he wins the trophy, he'll be sacked.
Oh no,
Unless
this
it's
is
the
Champions League.
To be
Unless it's
honest,
unless
the
it's
Champions
Champions
League.
League.
I'm not even gonna lie. We've got a good chance in the Champions League.
Yeah,
Our
Yeah,
draw,
for everyone,
won the top
it's
two.
open.
is very favourable for us to even at least get to the semi-finals again. If he gets to the semi-finals, and like to be honest, what's good on his side is that we've had a lot of bad luck this year, especially with injuries and Corona.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've had to play through the whole Corona period while a couple of teams got a bit of rest. Not gonna point any fingers at anyone. Yeah, Liverpool, fucking Arsenal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Listen, I get Arsenal, Liverpool are fraudsters. But
mate,
anyway,
exactly.
that's another story for another time. But people need to understand about this whole PCR test and how it works now. How you think of fake positive that shit. But anyway,
Klopp is a
Hey,
crook.
Rush is putting it out there. Hey, guys, go do your research. Liverpool, Rick Parry, PCR.
yeah. Look it up. A lot of people who watch football don't really know about the phonetics of the FA and how everything works. So Rick Parry
The truth knows.
was the director of Liverpool, and he's now the director of the Football League, the ex-director of Liverpool. Mind you, the ex-director of Arsenal was also the director of the Premier League. This is when Arsenal were actually successful back then. So now Liverpool has become successful. Isn't that weird how that just works?
I think we just need
When
to end it. Yeah,
directors become the directors of the main.
I know we're getting a bit too controversial now. Like we,
yeah. Let's just say
we were never that
Klopp does-
privileged.
it's okay. Klopp does 4-9. That's it. That's it.
But wait, what happened with Mane's injury? Is he all right?
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be
be
good.
fine.
He'll be good. The concussion
Senegal
thing.
versus Egypt final, hopefully.
No, it's not AFCON talk. This ain't AFCON talk. It's not, we're not going there because there's a lot of pressure right now.
Is it 7 days though? If you get a concussion, you can't play.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
5 or
something
7.
like that. Yeah. But,
So he's gonna miss the semis.
Yeah, the quarters and the semis potentially.
Well,
Yeah, it's a bit mad. But Rash, finally from you, right, on Chelsea. Look, at the end of the day, League Cup final, you're still in the FA Cup, still in the Champions League. 10 points behind City.
Potentially still in the league.
10 points behind City, but City got a game in hand. Liverpool got 2 on you. It's not
shaking your head.
It's not all doom and gloom, but for you, what counts as a successful season for Chelsea?
yeah, I don't know that.
Silverware
That's a good
and
question.
4th or above.
Fair enough.
So,
What silverware?
so League Cup and 4th and above is good enough.
I don't want to say I count the League Cup, but I'd take it. And 4th right now, the way we're playing and the players that we're missing, and just the general form that some of our players are in, like Lukaku, Pasilic, Jorginho, Kante's not really fit. Havertz isn't really clicking. The only player that I can say for us has been a standout during this whole period is probably Hudson-Odoi.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just to clarify, Rash, so League Cup and 4th place is good enough this season.
It's not good enough, but I'd take it. It's never good.
You see the standards of these guys.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying, bruv. Like, I would.
Me personally,
I know United fans would take it. I know Arsenal fans would take it, but I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah, I got higher.
I know. If I'm a Chelsea fan and Tuchel's finishing 4th and getting the League Cup, I'd be scared of what Roman's gonna do. Still, I can't lie.
I'm just being real. Yeah, I'm just being fully real right now. If we get 4th and the freaking Carling Cup, Carlborough Cup, whatever cup it is now, Mickey Mouse Cup, if we get that in 4th, no, I'm not going to be happy. But it's better than 4th and no trophy. It's just being real.
Fair enough, people.
And if we get to FA Cup final, which is likely, we do quite well in the FA Cup. If we win the Club World Cup, which is eluding us, we lost that the last time we were in it against whoever it was, Athletic Mineiro, whoever it was. Huh?
It was Corinthians.
Corinthians, whoever it was, I don't even remember. But
Wait, you guys lost the Super Cup as well, didn't you?
Nah, yeah, but we won this year. We won the Super Cup this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Penalties.
Oh, okay.
Biggest
Yeah,
penalty.
he beat my boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seville.
Yeah.
Your boys. But yeah, no, like
Oh, wait.
Villarreal. It's Villarreal.
No, it's Villarreal. Sorry, it was
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Yeah.
Emery.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The bad man. But yeah, no, like real talk, like what for my team, yeah, right now, all I want, and I'm not even gonna lie right now, because we're being recorded, I want Lukaku to achieve something. I want this guy to come out of the darkness that he's in and then get on his Stormzy outfit, steal that shit, put the rain on him and everything, and go out there and show man what he's capable of.
All I'm saying is that I want that apology letter. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get that apology letter.
I'm willing to write you an apology letter. I gave you 15
goals. We can do
goals.
it.
I gave you 15 goals. It's not like it's hard. It was easy to do.
Well, we shall see what happens with Lukaku. I mean, I don't know how many of the big teams they got to play left, but we can count those out because he's not going to score in them because he hasn't scored in them so far.
We've got easy running. It's easy. United away and Arsenal away, and that's it. And that's
exactly. Oh yeah. So he's got a run in. So there's no excuses. There's no excuses at all for Lukaku. But we'll see what happens with Chelsea, and we shall watch this space with Tuchel as well. But we need to move on, people, because we need to talk about we haven't seen the truth in ages. Obviously, we haven't seen Truth in Mr. K since just before the first leg of the Carabao Cup for Arsenal. Since then, they've gone out the FA Cup to Nottingham Forest. They lost the Carabao Cup second leg to Liverpool, and then drew with Burnley 0-0 on the weekend. Truth.
I'll keep it short and sweet.
I'm really sad that Mr. K isn't here because I would have really wanted the other perspective. But
what, Ty?
Ty.
Just get Ty's opinion. Just imagine Ty's here.
But
don't question my fan base. You know that.
But Truth, bro, listen, real talk. What is going on? Is this a case of Mike L going back to Mike L ways? Is it the fact that you got key players at the Cup of Nations? Is it the fact that the transfer window's opened and everyone's getting a bit nervous? Like, what's gone on in the past week and a half at Arsenal Football Club?
I'll keep it short and sweet. In 2 minutes, you're going to hear everything you need to hear in terms of our season and going forward. First of all, our form leading up to us getting fourth was just exactly that, form. You had United doing rubbish, Spurs doing rubbish, West Ham in and about. So if you get good form, you can be there in and about. At the end of the day, class is what's permanent. Chelsea, no matter how bad they may be doing, they have class in terms of their plays and a structure of play. So no matter what, they're going to have that to fall back on. When our form goes, or when a team like us, when our form goes, and as a United fan, I've put you guys in the same boat. Well, under Ole, maybe Rannick's changing a little bit. But when that form goes, what do you have to fall back on? Nothing. And that's where these results start coming out on. Secondly, the transfer window. We take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. Summer, decent. We had a plan. Our youngsters trying to get people out. This January transfer window is something that's been happening from Arsenal from all the way back in Wenger's time. Back when we should be strengthening in January and making a statement, we're dragging our heels, trying to get people on the cheap, trying to go after targets and then not get and having no backup. What we should have done in December, when we had that good form, when we were in 4th place, players like Vlahovic or whoever, Ishak, all these players that we might be interested in, we should have said, look, 60 million, we'll pay you 150K. Let us know if you want to come. Get an answer there and then. If he's dragging his heels, boom, go on to target number 2. That's what ambitious clubs do. Don't waste time chasing a guy who's not giving you no answers for how long. That's like chasing a girl and then she's not giving you nothing. You're calling up her phone here and you're trying to go out for her and then she's not giving you no answers. And
This is true.
you see seeing some next man's car, and you're the one that's been calling her up and trying to sweet talk.
You know
Nah,
what
And you're
I'm
still
saying?
asking for her.
You're putting in all that work, bro, for no
Exactly.
response, and then you see her with one of the man them, bro, that road
And-
man. That's got
and you're still
no,
asking.
bro, no house, no yard,
That's
nothing.
what I'm
bro.
saying.
You got property.
It's Juventus, bro. It's Juventus.
You may are offering less than we were going to offer. We were going to offer him 160. You were offering 110. Now imagine that. So we wasted time now, and we got 4 days left in the transfer window. No plan. Apparently we're close to getting Arthur, who hasn't played for 4 years.
Who is this guy? I don't know much about him.
He
You're
used
a
to play
player,
for
fam.
Barcelona. He was
Oh,
all right, but
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur.
He came to us. I'm sure
Yeah,
he came to
he did.
us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
He
yeah.
hasn't played for years.
He was dead.
And you know what? We're getting him on 18-month loan with an obligation to buy for 40 million for a
Is it
guy
from
that
us?
didn't even play.
United.
Yes, from Juve.
No, Juve.
Oh, you
Yeah.
say? I was like, what? What was
You know, I forgot about this guy.
Exactly. And this is
He
the
was
shambles
dead
that's going on.
But to be
It's too
fair, when
good.
he was at Barcelona, he was all right. He probably
He
is
wasn't
kind of guy that you
baller, but-
need, but you don't know
No,
what you're going
but-
to get.
No, but that's the thing. We don't know what we're going to get. And we're signing him in January where he has to hit the ground running. My goal as an Arsenal fan right now, this is my target. We should have been the next team up. Man City, when Pep goes, they're going to have a large drop-off, a huge drop-off. I don't see them unless they somehow strike gold with the next manager. I don't see how that team...
Apparently, they are lining up Ten Hag.
Regardless, it's going to be a drop-off. It's not the same mentality.
Yeah.
It's a mentality shift. Liverpool going to find it hard to get the right replacements for Salah, Mane, their whole core.
Yeah.
Chelsea are always going to be there and then about, but that's club's always about player power. So things are always going to be up and down with Chelsea. So they're always going to be there and thereabouts.
Our youth next to Arsenal's youth are the only two youth systems in the country that are actually bringing in players.
I'm talking about title. I'm talking about title having challenging for I'm saying you guys are always going to be there and thereabouts, but it's always going to be a drop off with Chelsea.
Yeah.
United, they're in the same boat as we're in. So
Yeah.
Spurs even worse. So I wanted us to be the next team up. There's a gap there to be the next team up. About 2 years time. That
Might be Villa now.
And this is vital. This point in this period right now is vital, and we have wasted it because we need top 4 this season. We need it, and we needed to spend money this January to guarantee that top 4. And what we've done with the bad form that we've had in January, we scored 1 goal in a month.
Yeah.
In this bad form, we have opened up the doors for United, Spurs, West Ham, whoever, to get in and about. We've let Chelsea off the hook because Chelsea can now start getting away. And for us, I just don't see any way how we're going to have a successful end of the season. Where out of every competition by the end of January, which is a first since I've been alive, I can't even remember a time. It's never happened. Because we're never out the FA Cup this early, so we have nothing to play for apart from the league, but we don't have the team for me because we haven't strengthened adequately enough. And that's it. Arteta out because he's not the guy. He's been here for over 2 years now. I think 2 years is enough time. I'm not seeing progress on the pitch. I don't care about finishing 8th. I'll even finish 10th. Let me see progress on the pitch. I'm not seeing progress on the pitch from me because we still don't have an identity that I could be like, yeah, that's definitely what we're doing.
I hear that, what you're saying about your team, but I kind of feel like sometimes it comes down to, again, it's just the player mentality, right? It's some of the players.
He's got young players there that he could mold, though. He's got enough young players there that he could mold. Look at, okay, fine. For example, I say at Klopp, all Liverpool fans told me the same thing. When they finished 8th that first season, they didn't care because straight away you saw a plan. You saw something was going. The media was saying, "Oh, Klopp's team can't defend crosses. Klopp's they get injuries because they're playing a certain way." It doesn't matter. There's an identity there. There's something going on. We're like, yeah, let's work towards that. After 2 years under Arteta, I can't say what we're trying to do with these young players. Like he's literally saying, go out on the pitch and form chemistry. That's not enough. They need a plan with that chemistry. Otherwise, it's pointless. And this is why he, for me, is not the guy to take us forward. So this is his last season for me. I don't see if he somehow sneaks top 4, then yeah, he gets another season. But I don't see that happening. And that's us in a nutshell.
But
More
there's
than 2 minutes, but sorry.
But there's talks of him possibly signing a new deal.
I think it's a 2-year contract. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's not gonna happen because the fans are going to revolt. The fans are gonna revolt. That's not gonna happen.
Look, I'm glad you brought up the one goal that you scored in January. It's been no wins in January in all competitions.
Mm-hmm.
There has been a massive cry out from Arsenal fans about Abba, right? Obviously, he's been left out the training camp for Dubai. Obviously, he was at the Cup of Nations, had the heart thing. It said that he is fine and he is fine to continue playing. He's still got, he's not in the Lacazette situation. Laka's contract runs out at the end of the season. Laka can start talking to other clubs. Aubameyang's still got 18 months left on his contract, right? Do you believe that Arteta can mend that relationship and bring him back in? Or has this ship sailed and it's just a case of now, no matter who it is, Aubameyang has to find somewhere else to go? And if that is the case, will the fans finally turn on Arteta because of this? Because it seems like you lot can't score goals without him.
The ship has sailed. Arteta has learned from the school of Pep how to deal with certain players. I'm not gonna say what players they are because they say, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Certain players from Africa, certain players from Jamaica, certain tone skilled players. Just go through the list of them: Yaya, Ronaldinho, Henry, Eto'o, Yaya again, Sane, Sterling. Walker got a red card in one match. He missed the next 7 matches. Grealish and Foden went out partying before a game, had a 1-match suspension and then came back.
Pepe.
So,
Bro, listen, there's a trend with you know what it is with Guardiola? He doesn't like those characters that are flamboyant, you get me? Those characters that have character about them.
Sterling was the player of the month for December. Been playing out of his skin.
Yeah,
and got hooked off against Southampton on 60 minutes like he was a mug. That's what I'm saying. And Arteta's learned.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree. Sometimes I see Sterling right.
Truth.
Sorry, truth. Apologies. So sometimes I see it and I'm like, especially this season, like I don't really see it from Sterling much, but like he's putting in a shift.
He's starting to dribble more.
But he's dribbling a lot more. Like he's using it. Like he's got pace coming out of nowhere. I'm like, where's this come from?
Unless these players play 100% every single game, they're being hooked. And Arteta's learned from that because Pepe has one bad game, he's out. Xhaka could karate kick people in his chest.
Swear the fans
give away
and all
goals.
This nonsense.
Yeah, but he gets straight back in the team. Smith Rowe could have bad games, straight back in the team. Pepe, half a bad game hooked, you don't see him again. Man's out there balling in Africa, these type of players they need love, like they need you to have an arm around their shoulder. Oba, his freaking mum was ill, captaincy stripped, not playing again. Like come on, like
it's crazy.
For me, the bad form of Oba was done like last year. So I don't really care as much what goes on now. He needs to go. It's not going to be fixed. I'm sick of wasting time keeping players and having the circus around it. We've done with Ozil. I'm sick and tired of it. So if Oba goes, I'm not too fussed. I just wanted a replacement, and there was people out there to replace him. So
well, this is the thing now. Obviously, Vajlovic left and came to the Black and White Army, which is Juventus. So we're very happy with that signing. There was talk of, I think J Boy up in the group. What would you feel about taking Jovic on loan from Real Madrid?
I would have loved that as an option, but we need. If you're taking Jovic, then I think we need another striker as well because Jovic is just an option. But even he don't want to come to us. Man's not even playing for Madrid, but he didn't even want to go Arsenal to go thing himself. Ishak, I like him.
Yeah, Ishak apparently they want 90 mil.
Yeah, that's
90 million.
We're not. The guy. I feel the guy scored the same. He scored the same amount of goals as over this season, and they're asking for 90 mil for Ishak. I was
It's
like,
a bit too much. It's too much.
I like Ishak though. He reminds me of Henry, but he's not worth what they're trying to think. So yeah, it's
another player. Just one last
value,
one last player that you lot will be linked with, and that is Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, again, the price for him would be too much. English tax. We'll get tax out of our freaking pants. To get Calvin. I don't know why we didn't go for a man like Martial or try and get Donny on the loan.
Days, bro. Listen, if we would have given you lot Tony on loan, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, nah, it wouldn't happen. But yeah, look, we're in a shambles. I literally from now to the end of the season, I do not expect nothing from us. And I had high hopes at the end of December because I thought January, let's go get some players.
It's looking good for you, look.
No, it was, but then I'm like, let's go. I always said it. Let's go in January. Let's bolster the squad and really go for it. And that would be a statement of intent. We didn't do that.
It's weird because like players like Odegaard's dropped off a bit, Smith Rowe's dropped off a bit. Like,
of course, it's gonna happen because it's just form. I said form is just temporary. We need class, and that's the one thing we don't have at the moment. So, yeah, our season. I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked if top four is still on the cards come. Is it May? Come April even. So yeah.
Fair enough. We're going to see what happens. Obviously, Abba looks like he's not getting back in the team, people. So it'll be down to them to rely on Lacazette and bringing Eddie and Nketiah off to
Call me. Yeah, that's a Ghanaian I don't want as up front though, to be fair. He can stay in Lucian still.
Finally, unfortunately, people, we haven't got time for United talk. We'll leave that for next week. There's not enough time with ST and I both on. We haven't got enough time because we're coming up to hour. Yeah. So I did have, bruv, I got a whole massive list of stuff about United.
I want to be here for the United talk.
We'll do it next time.
I want to jump on the Ragnarok train.
I did have a side note one because we haven't actually talked about it, and like just to wrap it up, and it shouldn't take too long. Let's truth talk Everton for a second. When we saw Rafa and the squad that we assembled, we were talking, and it was like, yeah, they could possibly challenge for Europa League, Conference League. Didn't work out. It sacked after 6.5 months. One win since September.
Is that for real?
Yeah, one win since September.
I
and
told
obviously
you
left them 16th or 15th or 16th in the league.
I need to check this table. Man's coming out with stats like even I'm shocked about.
Everton are like 15th, 16th. They're low.
Truth. What went wrong, bro? Like it was. Let's be real. It was never gonna work, was it?
No. You don't get a legend from your one of your main. We're not even talking about competitive rivals. You're talking about your neighborhood rivals. You just can't get a man. It's like Klopp will never go to United. Like he would never go United, regardless.
Unfortunately,
no matter how much you guys want him, he will never go. Liverpool will never ever go get Mourinho or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Imagine Watford. Imagine
Joseph Liverpool,
and Ole wasn't one of the candidates.
No, that would never happen because like you just don't go for it. And Everton made that Cardinals, and you know what? Benitez is that manager for your Newcastles, your Leeds, your Southamptons, teams that don't have the expectation. When Everton got that money and gave Benitez that expectation, that's it. You can't play that cat football. You can't play that backs against the wall football, defending for your life. You need to be progressive, and he wasn't able to offer that, unfortunately. And I do like Benitez, but he is dated. Let's be real, he is dated.
Yeah.
And Everton are a team right now that needs to play progressive football and just outscore the opposition. The stage that they're at right now. because they're, let's be real, they're not fighting up there where it's going to be a tactical battle, but they're not really going to be relegated. So you might as well go, go for games and not be caught in between. And Benitez was not going to offer that, and it was a stupid. And have you seen the football? Their structure is poor. They've got no director of football. They've got no transfer thingy. They've got no, what do you call it? Like their whole system is poor. So I don't know what the thought process was. That was it, Mashiri or Mashiri, whatever his name is.
Mashiri,
He doesn't have a clue what he's doing right now. So at the moment, they're looking poor. And Duncan Ferguson, when I saw that game against Everton, passion is only going to get you that far.
Exactly.
Passion's only going to get you that far. Like they're in a little bit of trouble. They are, but they got enough class.
They get relegated.
They're in a relegation. They're in a relegation battle at the moment. We don't think they're going to get relegated, but they're in a relegation. If you look at the table, they're in a relegation battle. They are in a relegation battle. Yeah. So it's mad, bruv. It's mad. ST. Look, ST. I know you didn't rate Rafa at Everton. We know that.
I said
it. He was hampered. The injuries. They're killer injuries. When you think about it, losing Calvert-Lewin, losing Richarlison, losing Decore for a period of time, who was it? Losing Yerry Mina. Obviously, Digne was out for a period of time as well, bro. Like, these are the core of the team. These are crucial players. So it wasn't just Rafa's fault that Everton haven't lived up to the heights that they should do. So should he have been given a little bit more time, or was it just dead in the water, bruv?
It was just dead in the water. It's like you going from your friend's best sister. It's not. It doesn't really. It doesn't work. And to be honest, I was hearing that Rafa Benitez was actually having a lot of problems with these players, such as Digne, such as Calvert-Lewin and stuff.
Yeah.
Even outside of them, he was having issues. So I don't think he would have even brought those players on.
Yeah.
Or it was doomed from the start. I just don't think with Rafa Benitez, for him to succeed, he needs like structure. For example, when he won those leagues in Valencia, he had structure behind him.
Yeah.
Liverpool, there was a structure behind him. Rafa, when he's left to his own devices, it goes pear-shaped.
Yeah.
So he was never the right man for Everton.
What do you think about all those dead signings though? Like St. Toussaint, Iwobi,
they spent so much unnecessary money.
Players, like.
Yeah. It was
the only one that's worked out is Demarai Gray.
Yeah, but Demarai Gray was a given. That's a player that has always been good. He'll play in any good system. That's not an issue. But the simple fact is they bought Townsend. Townsend is I've actually played with Townsend before. He's a baller. Actually played with him in real life. He's disgusting. Yeah, he messed us all up still. He finished us still. But
do you think they missed their main man?
What, Calvert-Lewin and then Richarlison?
Nah, like I was gonna say it currently. I would have gone bad.
Thomas Gravison.
Gravison.
Nah, the main man, Sigurdsson.
Hey.
I was gonna say an even worse comment, but I'm actually being serious. Like, do you think they missed Sigurdsson?
You know what? Yeah, football was even this football people. Sigurdsson is a very creative player.
Yeah,
and you do need that, and he was that link between the midfield and the strike force. So
now he's linking kids, bruv.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh my days! Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I say for Everton, what kind of brought them downhill was the whole James Rodriguez situation.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, so
he's in Qatar now.
Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
He's left.
He's in Qatar.
That was a weird one.
That whole situation, I think it kind of stemmed from that. I think when that went kind of sour, that's when Everton kind of lost it, because he was playing well up until a point, and then he just dropped. And then ever since that, they've all just dropped.
But I think
That's
the
really,
issue is
where's Fabian
The
Delph?
season
Does he-
before.
Does he play there?
He's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
a
He's
lot
still
of the
there, but he
signings
can't
as
get
well.
in ahead of the Corey and what's the other one?
Alan.
Alan, yeah, you can't get in ahead of them two.
Alan's a flop though, man. That guy's.
But the issue is, Alan was good for a certain manager. Remember,
Yeah.
before him was Ancelotti. Ancelotti was
Yeah.
the prize.
Hmm.
That's why all these players like Digne, Decore, Alan,
And that's why James
were-
went there.
that's why they were playing well under him. But when
Hmm.
Ancelotti left, it just all went pear-shaped. They don't respect Rafa.
Nah, 100%. Rash, what your boy is being linked with the Everton job, bro. Fat Frank is the one that Everton are calling for
Wow.
as the next manager.
Wow.
relegated if he
Rash,
comes.
obviously, you know Fat Frank, and he was at your club. Do you think that would be a good move for Everton Football Club?
Honestly, I think it's a good move for Frank. I don't think it's a good move for Everton, but
Yeah.
for Frank, I think
agree.
it's a very good move. If
Okay.
he gets that job, good for him, mate. I think he will do well at creating and gaining that experience of being at a lower club.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like even today, as much as I loved him being a manager, he got the job way too early.
Mhm.
He did bring through some players through like Mount, Reece James, like these players who are world names, right? He's brought them through. So yeah, I give him his kudos. But again, he did get the job too early. But
No.
for me, I kind of still think Everton as a semi-big team, right?
Mm.
Every time you see Everton play, they play in a way which you think, oh, these guys should be like at least a top 6 team, right? For me, at times they play better than Spurs, right? They do. Like for me, I don't rate the way Spurs play. Haven't done for a long time. Spurs have been very gifted with a very good couple of players in Son and Harry Kane. The rest of their team is utter shite. Now, there was that one season where Calvert-Lewin was on par with Harry Kane, and people were talking about
last year? Was it last year?
Last
year,
season,
I
yeah.
think,
Last
yeah.
season, yeah.
like his injuries have caught up with him. I give him that.
Yeah.
But they're saying if Frank takes the job at Everton, he's saying that they're going to bring Dele Alli with him and revive his career at Everton. And like we say, I know we're all laughing, right? But for me, I still think Dele's a very good player, and Everton need that type of Sigurdsson creative player, and I think Dele could do that for them.
Like I think Everton needs a manager who is a next gen manager that's going to bring structure and strategy to the
I
team.
think
And
Graham
then,
Potter would be perfect for them.
Oh yeah,
Nah.
but he won't leave Brighton, bro.
Nah,
He
won't leave Brighton for that shit show.
No.
Yeah. Potter's waiting for
The England job.
he's waiting for Liverpool or
The
Arsenal
England
or
job,
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he turned down
England job.
Tottenham though.
Yeah, because he's not ready for that. I honestly think Graham Potter's waiting for like a Leicester or a West Ham or something like that. Leicester, especially Leicester. Rodgers is under pressure there, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Rodgers is under serious pressure there. But Graham Potter is a good shout.
Potter's a good shout.
Has anyone heard of this Victor Pereira, bro?
You guys wanted him. United wanted him.
Who wanted him?
Time.
No, we didn't. Stop lying.
You did.
When?
I've never heard of him.
Never heard of him in my life.
No.
Never heard of that in my life.
You guys wanted him to come in. He was one of the names that was linked after Ole.
Oh, for interim. Yeah. Well, we're smarter than that. But bro, no, the only reason why I brought him up is, bro, did you hear his interview on Sky Sports, bro?
Oh, wow, that was cutting the media.
Oh, he's like, I don't want to go to Everton because they all booed me.
Yeah, he's basically saying like he went for the interview, like they were privileged to have my interview. My CV speaks for itself. We're just waiting now. He's a bad man, bro. But listen, this guy, I did my research. He even though it was a while ago, he did win the Portuguese league with Porto and 2 Portuguese cups. He won. He did a double with Olympiacos. He won the Chinese league as well. That was his most recent trophy, and he recently just left Fenerbahce. So he's got pedigree. He's got more pedigree than Duncan Ferguson and Frank Lampard at this moment in time.
And Ollie.
And Ollie as well.
Ollie's
never, bruv, listen, he ain't even getting linked with his wife, bruv. He's not even getting linked with her, bruv. Like,
Imagine all these merry-go-rounds, yeah. No one's mentioning Ole, man like Ole.
Bruv, Watford sat
Man,
Ranieri. Oli
to his
wasn't
wife.
Bruv, listen. But like the guy's got pedigree, bruv. Like apparently it's between Fat Frank, him, and Duncan Ferguson. So I mean, he's probably the most qualified. But the Everton fans have already said they don't want him. Like I just find that mentality very backwards because
it's stupid.
It's a thing where you're just going based off of the fact that Frank Lampard scored 200
To be
goals
honest,
for Chelsea.
though, real talk. To be honest, who supports Everton?
Tony Bellew.
I hear it.
Let me tell you. Tony Bellew
should-
only supports Everton because the Liverpool fans wouldn't accept him. That's why he supports Everton.
What TJ said is actually really true. You know, for me, if I saw a manager talking like this Pereira, I'd say sign him up because you know he's talking brave, like, and that's what Everton need. You can't have these passive people like your Lampards and these passion merchants like Duncan Ferguson.
I don't think Lampard is passive. I just think Lampard is not good enough. But Lampard speaks his mind. I'll give him that.
No, I'm saying he's passive, man. Like he's got like there's nothing about him. Like he's bland. It was like
he's the Fulham Broadway Neil Warnock. I told you from time ago, bro. He's dead. Blood. He's dead. He needs to allow the managing team.
Don't cause Neil Warnock like that because we'll know.
It's true. Let me
bro. Man still crying about.
Everyone remembers the eyebrow raise. When the camera zoom in and the eyebrows. Everyone remembers that.
And that toupee on his head. No, the double Trump haircut. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
But people, we need to wrap up there. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know what you think about Geo Dude, aka Mark Henry, aka Romelu Lukaku.
Stormzy.
Will he get those 10 goals? Will he make everyone else have to
I want my apologies, boys.
He wants his apologies. He said it on camera, so man them can't back out now. Let us know what you think. If Tuchel only wins the League Cup and fourth, does he get sacked? Does Roman draw for the axe? Let us know what you think about Arsenal. Is that it for them? Is their season over? Are they not making top four?
Hang on. Can I just ask one question before we leave? If Chelsea get fourth and the League Cup and Liverpool get second and nothing, have we had a better season than them?
Of course, you've had a better season.
Ooh,
no.
We can debate that and talk about it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll take the sort out of
But that's an interesting question.
Yeah, actually, people in the comment section answer that question. Let us know what you think about that question as well. Let us know what you think about Arsenal and Abba. Is Abba's time up? Is it time for him to go and move on? Will Laka be the answer? Eddie Nketiah, is he the answer for Arsenal's problems? Because it looks like they're not getting Isak or Jovic or anybody else that nectar. Is it Arteta out now? Is the truth right? Or do we do the proper thing and back Arteta? He's doing well so far.
Give him money.
Got them in the top four race. If they win their games in hand, they could still be in the title race as well. Don't listen to the truth. It's Arteta in, bro. And at Everton, did Rafa need more time?
Trust the process.
Man said the oxymoron, don't listen to the truth. There's your answer right there. Listen to lies then, people.
Everton, did Rafa need more time? Are they in a proper relegation scrap? And who should be the next Everton manager? Should it be Fat Frank? Should it be Duncan Ferguson? Or should it be someone else? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section. And before we go, as usual, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, smash that like button, and share. As I say all the time, we are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. The links are in the description. I want to say thank you very much to my guys, The Truth ST, and a special thank you to our guest, Rash. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Take care, boys.
Pleasure, man.
Rash, don't be a stranger, bruv. Don't be a stranger.
I'll be on it again, bruv, fully. It was good today.
Definitely.
Yeah,
people coming up, as I said, on Fight Talk. If you haven't watched it already, head over and watch Fight Talk. As Tooth and I wrapped up UFC 270, I said AFCON talk will be coming up. It'll be the first time we're letting Mr. KA host the show. I done told you already, I don't know what's going to happen. He'll probably fall asleep 15 minutes in and to take over the reins. I honestly do not know what we are going to do or what is going to happen, but he's taking the reins next week. So he'll be doing that. Footie Chat will also be back next week. It'll be our transfer window show special. So we're wrapping up everything in the transfer window, and it is coming. I said before the All-Star break, NBA talk will happen before the All-Star break.
I'm ready for that.
Onto it.
I'm fully ready for that.
100%. But people, stay safe out there. Be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.
Peace.